Hello, all Animal Crossing lovers, and welcome to a new challenge. I can't stop myself. I can't stop. Too many challenges. But today is going to be a farm to table challenge, day one, and this was inspired by Katie on Cala Cove. She has a whole series that she's been able to do with this farm to table challenge, and I was super inspired when I first saw the rules for this. I was like, I think I want to do this, so I'm going to try. And please check out Katie on Cala Cove's channel. She has amazing Animal Crossing content. And let's start with the rules. Now, just like Katie, I'm going to start with 3 stars because you can't actually cook until you hit 3 stars. So we're going to start with that. We are making bells primarily by selling the crops that we grow, selling cooked dishes and drinks that we make. Turnips can also be sold as well, which is different than some challenges. You can sell fish and sea creatures if they are extra, as in like you caught too much and you can't cook any more dishes with them. You can also make bells from balloons, trees, and money rocks, those natural ways that are automatically going to be on your island to make bells. There are no selling bugs or fossils though, and there's no selling furniture items at all. So no DIY crafted and no items that you find. If you don't like it, you just kind of have to toss it. So those are the rules for making bells. There are also some rules for villagers. The villagers must suit the farm aesthetic, as in your cows, your pigs, your horses, and all those villagers are given pens and hay. So they're going to look like actual farm animals. And I'm going to go over this again, but no selling furniture items that they give you, and only cooked dishes can be gifted to villagers. Now there are some more rules to go through. No treasure islands, of course, no excessive time traveling, no gifts or bells are allowed from other players, but trading is allowed, and you can only use crafted tools. So no buying tools when you're in a hard place. You do have to DIY all of those, just like you would in an actual farm. So let's start with this island. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to restart. I deleted my progress on my hard mode island. I am so sorry, but I needed to do this challenge. It was calling to me. So I'm making my character here. I'm making them look super cute. And I actually did question for a moment whether or not I wanted to do one feature that I never ever do, which is changing the mouth. I thought about the little tooth. It is so adorable, but I ended up just going with my go-to face that I always have. This is what I ended up with. Now, I was looking through the different types of island maps that I can have. I found a couple that I liked. This was actually a good spread of them, especially because I can terraform. I can do all sorts of things that I want to do on this island. And this map in particular allows me to have my resident services pretty far, so I was thinking maybe I can do this one. You know, those rivers are kind of crazy, but I might be able to change things up. I do like that one with the cute little heart lake on it, though, that little like heart pond. That's adorable. So I went with this one. It allows me to have the resident services super far back, and let's see who I can get for my starting villagers. Now, I'm hoping I can get one of them that's at least like a farm animal of some sort, because like I said, they do have to fit that aesthetic. So let's take a look and see who we have. I'm nervous. I am very scared, and it is going to be, oh my God, no, absolutely not. Can I live with Rocket? Can I? I don't think I can. I think I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going to restart. One moment. Okay, we're back. I don't think I could have lived with that. So these are our new islands that we were given, and I honestly don't think I've seen any of these 3 before. These are kind of weird. I'm kind of leaning towards this one on the bottom left. I really like that little flower, little pond, but also it allows me so much space to start with. Now because I'm going to start with 3 stars, I'm just showing you how my island progressed until I got to the place where we're actually going to start the challenge. My 2 starting villagers were Diva and Mac, who are very good starting villagers, I will say. If you know my last video or my other island I have, I tried to get Diva as one of my starters, and I got her here, which is, weird. She's hearing me through the void. But I'm very happy with Mac. Mac can stay because, he's a farm dog. I feel like that's a good idea to be able to have a dog on your farm. And I'm just going to show some very brief moments throughout this challenge because I'm not going to go through the whole entire start of my island. I think that would take a lot of time. And it took a long time to get the 3 stars. So I kind of just want to forget that it ever happened and just go right into the start of things. So here is where I actually hit the 5,000 miles mark where I could actually build my house. I immediately talked to Tom Nook and I said, hey, give me a bigger house. I'm sick of the tent. Get me out of that little yellow tent. It is driving me crazy. And I immediately went into debt to Tom Nook because that's what you do in this game. It's just really a cute way to be in debt. So I went on many days afterwards. I was able to get the resident services built. That building is beautiful and it is much better than the little tent that they had previous to it. I really wish I could upgrade it again, kind of like New Leaf, but we are here in New Horizons and we will be happy for what we have. So, now that we have the resident services building, we do get a new character too, and that is going to be the one, the only, Isabel. Now, I love Isabel. I think she is adorable, and I think she's a great addition. She's also going to be the one taking over the morning announcements too, so Tom Nook will no longer be doing it, and that is great. I love seeing Isabel's face when I first start up the game. Now, then I went to my campsite villager. Very sad. We got Tex. Now, I think the only thing that's good about Tex is Texas has a lot of farms. Maybe. So Tex has joined our island. He is not a farm animal, but maybe he will leave one day. Now, when we went villager hunting for our first couple of villagers, I ended up with Gala. Now, Gala is a beautiful pig, and I think she's going to fit in great. I love the flowers in her hair, and she's adorable. So she's going to be a great farm animal. I also ran into Elmer, which I think is a sad joke on glue, but regardless, Elmer is coming to the island. And then we ran into Winnie. I wanted to have some shakeup and not have two horses, but I think it will be fine because honestly, the more horses, the merrier on a farm island, and Winnie's adorable. I also ran into Maddie, and she is just too cute to say no. I'm very happy with having her and Mac on the island to be the dogs that guard my whole entire island, who wrestle up the sheep. I am just so excited to have Maddie. She is adorable. Now, after I got the first 3 villagers all set, I went to go fill in those other plots. I ended up with Plucky, who I'm very, very happy with. I wasn't going to go with any farm animals that had any unusual coloring. I ran into a few, but Plucky may have blue hair. I am okay with it. She is chicken enough for me. Now, I also ran into Mary, who I could not turn away from. I am obsessed with Mary. She's one of my personal dreamies that I could ever have as a villager. And I did need a cat to live on my farm, too. So Mary's going to come and Mary's going to come and live here. Mary's going to come and live on my island, chase away any mice from the barn, and just keep my farm looking so cute. And then once I got all of my villagers all set, I had no more plots to build. And I got the 3 stars. I immediately went through and got all of the terraforming items that I was going to need. Now, because this is a farm, I'm not going to be utilizing a lot of the pathing. I'm going to get a lot of custom pathing going because I don't want it to be just full of like brick or stone or wood, because this is a farm and it has a lot of dirt. One of the first things I thought of when I said I wanted to do a farm to table island, I wanted my entrance to look like a farm. And when you first think of a farm, when you think about driving through a farm in the middle of the countryside, what do you see and what do you think of? It's usually wheat fields. Now, I originally was able to get a wheat field pretty early on in this game, and I've just been ordering every single day, 5 at a time. I want to say for the last week or so in the game. I can't remember how long I've actually been doing it for, and I have so many pieces of wheat field now because I've just been ordering it over and over and over again. So what I really would love for my entrance to look like is just like a straight shot with a dirt road with the actual wheat fields on either side. I think that would be the most amazing look for this entrance and for just like a farm in general. I thought that was the first thing I want to do, and let's get started on that. I first have to clear out so many things. Now, I do have a lot of items, and I know that was something where we said we're not going to buy any items really or sell them. Well, we can buy items, but all of these items are from me going villager hunting. So you will see that I have quite a few random items scattered all about. I did give myself tickets for my island before I deleted it, so I was able to get a couple of tickets extra for that without having to use too many of my Nook miles. So I was able to go decent amount of villager hunting. But now we're going to go through and we're going to cut down these trees. We are going to make room for this beautiful wheat field entrance, because this is also going to give me some wood too as well that I'm going to be able to use in the future. So let's go ahead and we're going to build that dirt road. We're going to make that dirt road that's going to have either side the wheat fields. And I was able to get just a few of them. The ones that I got were the dark dirt, the light dirt, or just the dirt path, and then the sand. I think the regular dirt path is going to be good. So let's go ahead and place that down and have that look all nice. Oh my God, look at Maddie like sniffing the flowers and fishing. She is just the most adorable villager. I am so happy with her. Now I'm going to go ahead and build this corral fencing just in the front. I feel like that'll be a good way to kind of like section off the beginning of my island so the wheat field has one specific place to be. Now, when placing this wheat field, I did not realize how difficult these wheat fields are to actually place. You cannot move them. You cannot like shift them side to side, and they don't exactly place super well. They may place like off to the side or out of the actual like order that you want it to. So just keep that in mind if you are doing a wheat field of your own. They are temperamental. These wheat fields, man, they were driving me a little crazy, as you can see. But I am going to fill in this river. As soon as I found this map, I kind of had the idea for making this wheat field. And all I could think of is like, wow, this is in the way, all of these rivers. So I'm going to have to fill them in once I get to that terraforming aspect of the game. Now I'm going to start on my series of like dirt roads that are going to be around my village. All I can think of when I was placing this was the Country Road song. It was stuck in my head so bad because all I could think of placing all of this was Country Road. So think of that, please, as you see me build these very long paths. Because that's what I kind of think of when I think of like a farm and how you get around a farm is these very long dirt paths that take you from one area to the other. Especially people who have like super big farms. They are driving many, many acres just to get back to where they live and to give themselves enough room to actually have these giant fields big enough to have crops in. So I am just going to build these for now. I am in my next video going to start building like the actual farm, and I really want to try and build like a makeshift barn. I have seen people making them with custom codes, and these stalls, I think if you place them in the right way, it can kind of look like a barn. So I think that will be something fun to actually try and jump into. So we're going to see about making one of those in the next video. This one's really just going to be about how am I getting from point A to point B and what kind of pathing am I doing for it. Now, all of my villagers were out to play when I was trying to place these. If you've ever played Animal Crossing, you know that the second you try to terraform, all of your villagers come outside and stand exactly where you need to be, which is always pretty silly. But they were all standing around watching what I was doing, which I get it. There's not a lot to watch on this island. But now I'm going to fill in the rest of that river that's straight ahead of my entrance. This gives me so much free area to work with, and it leads right up to my museum, which I'm going to leave my museum unfinished. I'm going to leave it in that tent. I think it kind of adds to that feel of, like a farm almost, especially having the tent there. It is so cute and the aesthetic is amazing. Now, I went into my house and I didn't realize in my storage I had a ton more wheat fields there than I thought. So I have even more wheat fields to place down, which again are just giving me nothing but trouble. But I think they are so cute. There are different variations for the wheat field, so you can go ahead and have different colors for it too. I really like this kind of like golden look to it. I felt like that was very like wheat field aesthetic, I guess. There are a couple of different colors that you can get if you don't like this golden color though. So let's go ahead and place down a few more of these and add to that really nice field feel. You got it, you know what I mean. And I'm just already so excited about when this area is all filled in that I'm going to have this beautiful little area to run through. I think that is going to be very, very pleasing. I think the sound's going to be nice. I know I'm already thinking about like the sound of the wheat as I run through it, but I think it's going to be really fun. And then as soon as I have it developed a little bit more, I'll release a dream address so you can also run through the wheat field. Now I'm thinking about how I'm going to decorate this entrance. I'm probably going to go back and forth like 10 times on how I actually want to decorate it. But for now, I'm going to throw a little barrel in here. I'm going to create some DIY items that I have and just see what I can make it look like. I can make it to look like the most like a little country farm aesthetic feel that you can. I do want to kind of make a place off to the side of nooks that looks like a little like country market or like a farmer's market. So I do want to do something too in that kind of aspect of, you know, like selling crops and having like a little place to do it. Now, as I was running around trying to go back and forth on building this entrance, for some reason, Elmer had a thought bubble. And when I talked to Elmer, he already wanted to leave. I kind of struggled with this. I wasn't sure if I wanted him to stay or not. But honestly, I was like, if Elmer wants to go, Elmer can go. It is like his third day here. If he doesn't like it, then be free. Be free. But some of my other villagers, I probably am not going to just let leave so easily. But like I said earlier, I do have 2 horses. I did originally like the idea of 2 horses, but I thought I could have a sheep on here. I think a sheep would look good. I think I want a goat. And I think I can't, you know, I really can't wait for my other villagers to leave, you know, that aren't farm animal related. I think about like Diva, even though I like the idea of having a frog on the farm, I really want some more like animal like instead of what is an amphibian? I think, yeah, frogs are amphibians, not exactly like mammals. I don't know. I'm getting real scientific with it. But I think there's so many other animals I could have on my island that fit that farm aesthetic more. Now, when I was looking through the Nook Mile items, I found this destination signpost, and I thought that was really cute for like the entrance. But my gosh, it is giving me so much trouble. It has like a 4 square, like what am I trying to say? It takes up 4 squares on the ground, and it's not exactly just an item that's like a 1 square post, so you can't really put anything too close to it. That's as close as I can get with a tree. So I'm going to do it. I'm just going to plant a tree here. It looks really cute, and I'm going to try and just like, you know, put some fencing around it probably so it looks, you know, more like farm. I don't know. It was difficult to work around this destination signpost for sure. I really wanted to put some flowers around this, but it just wouldn't let me like place anything very close to it. So maybe I'll move it around to try and give it, you know, some more change. But man, this mosquito wanted to get me so bad while I was moving all this stuff around. That little mosquito flying around, he was trying so hard to get me. Maybe I'll fill it in with some like, you know, pathing. I think that would probably be the better way, is to get some like custom pathing, because I just can't decide where I want to put this. And I'm going to move on. We're going to move on from it. It looks cute. I like the way that it looks right now, the entrance. But for now, let's go do something I haven't thought about yet, which is changing my clothes into something more farmer-like. I have like the witch hat currently, and I have this cute little outfit, but it doesn't exactly make me look like a farmer. And it's promising. I see some flannel there as one of like the featured items. So I think that means we're probably going to get something very farmer-like. Oh, and jackpot. All the flannel shirts are here. I don't really want a colored one. I do really like... Oh, the heavy duty shirt is kind of cute too. I think I'm going to go with like the tan flannel. I think that one will be best. And the hickory striped pants, those are nice. They're kind of baggy, you know, allow me to keep my tools in the pockets. And I have some cool hats too. The sun hat is pretty cute, but I think like just that regular baseball hat looks really nice too. Oh, and they even have boots. Oh, I love this. Okay, so let's get the rain boots. Actually, I think I want the black boots. Yeah, that looks a little strange. Yeah, we'll do the black boots. And I think that's a perfect outfit. I think like this is going to make us look like an actual farmer. Yeah, not the skirt. I'm going to go back to the jeans. Do I want the light jeans or the dark jeans? I think I want the dark jeans, yeah. I think this outfit looks great. I think this is perfect. I think this is farmer chic. What do we think? Let's see the final look here. Oh, and she is a farmer. She looks adorable. I really like this. So I think this is the perfect ending to our perfect day 1 on our farm to table challenge. Now on our next video, we're going to go into the cooking aspect. We are going to get the cooking setup all going so we can have some place to go and cook outdoors. I think that would be ideal. And then we're also going to do a little bit more designing. Like I said earlier, I think, being able to do some more custom pathing, build our farm area. We're just going to have so much fun with this island, and I am super inspired to do it. I am super happy with this little entrance we have going. I'll probably let a couple of days pass in the game so that way we can get even more wheat fields, because we really need the wheat fields to finish up this beautiful entrance. So thank you so much for hanging out with me here today for our farm to table challenge. This is really fun, and I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I really hope you have the best day ever. This is Sunday Crossing. My name is Devin, and I will see you soon. Bye!